And you, for like people that aren't familiar with the Red Rocks area, I know a lot of people know it for, a destination. A lot of musicians know it for a venue. Like,
Mhm.
what describe Red Rocks, like the area, the church, and the venue to like people that know nothing about, but they hear it, hear the term.
Yeah. Well, God made some rocks that are red here in Denver. So there's the area. Um, yeah, so Red Rocks Amphitheater is it's really close to, it's actually in the Front Range. Um, and our campuses are kind of just strewn about Denver in a semicircle around it. Um, so I think that is the most simple answer. Tyler, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, not really. I mean, what's funny is like I always ask like why Red Rocks Church, And the main reason is because at the time we started our very first campus was in the back of a theme park called Heritage Square in Golden, Colorado, which is 5 minutes from the iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater that everybody, especially musicians, they know about. And so Red Rocks is like that name is everywhere. There's a Red Rocks Community Church. There's a Red Rock Church. There's like a Red Rocks Baptist Church. There's a Red Rocks everything. And so at the time, it's like, well, we're really close to Red Rocks Amphitheater. And also, I think, don't quote me, love Bruggs. Bruggs is our a visionary who kind of had this whole idea of Red Rocks Church, our founder. He's like, well, when people go to search Red Rocks Amphitheater, we're going to be like right there in the Google, So it's like Red Rocks Amphitheater, Red Rocks Church, So that's probably the most simple explanation we could give you.
Have you
We're
ever
not
held,
that bright.
have you ever held a service there?
No, I was just going to say, we did get to, we have not held a service there. One day we will, I hope. I believe we will. We could fill that thing. It's just really expensive. And also the weather is something unless it's in the middle of the summer when they're at their peak, it's really hard to book. But we did, thank you, Lord, which is amazing. We have this thing called Worship on the Rocks. It's a movement out here that they put on just big worship events every couple years. And they were at Red Rocks Amphitheater, and we got to open. I believe it was like Jesus Culture and some others that were there, but Red Rocks Worship got to open, and that was like the coolest thing to look up and see 10,000 people and these massive, iconic red rocks. Like, and it sounds incredible. So we've gotten to play there one time. We got to sign the wall. That was really incredible.
Yeah, I think I remember that. And at that time, I was like, "Oh, is this a church that's held at the venue, or is this like, is this group affiliated with the venue?" I was wondering how that worked.
No, just trying to play on the word.
Turns out we just love it a lot.
Yeah.
I just assume you were like the house worship team of the venue or something.
That'd be awesome.